Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is Vlogmas Day 12. Okay, so I just wanted a little reminder that today is my sister's birthday, and she has a YouTube channel called Four Winds Haven, and I'll put a link in the description. I did fix the other link that didn't work. Hop on over there, go on her most recent video, wish her a happy birthday, and subscribe to her channel. Holly is my sister, and she has a channel about ducks and dogs, and now she even has a tegu. It's very exciting. Very different than what I do in my videos. Okay, so let's start with opening Vlogmas Day 12's drawer from the Advent calendar. It is a beautiful gray. I feel like this one should be the mouse. This is Earl Grey. And the stitch marker is enormous. It's a deer. Last year we had a deer as well, and it was in a circle. These I have been right away hanging on the stitch marker thing. She gives us one of these. Last year I put the ones, she gave us a stitch marker holder, and I put them on that one. And then I had another one from the original, the first one I got from her, and I put that. I put all those on there as well. I don't like to mix them. I like to be very specific. These are my Christmas ones, and they're on this one. They're a lot bigger this year, which I'm really liking. I like that they're bigger. So we have these two stitch markers so far. I wanted to show you, where is it on the floor here? Yesterday's square. I'm actually all caught up. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get 12, 13, and 14 done until Friday or Saturday this weekend, but this was yesterday's square, and let me tell you, it was a pile of trouble. I'm gonna look through here real quick because we did this one already with these colors, and I wasn't really happy with how this part looked. Do you see, this is the red stitch, and then a little bit of the red came in over here. So I was trying really hard. I still have not woven in any of my ends, I'd like to add. So I was trying really hard to make it so that these were nice and straight. And so that this stitch, as you can see, was here, and it wasn't like carried through on there. I don't know. Plus I kept messing up my stitch count. I must have ripped this one out like 5 times. I don't like it. I just don't like that tree one. My favorite still is the snowflake one. We're gonna do another one, I guess, like it. If I have time, I'll do one. I also wanted to show you the hat that I just finished. I need to stop knitting hats now and sew on pom-poms. But I actually really liked this hat. This is a Red Heart Super Saver, and I did color control that. Now, if you're kind of new to the crafting, what is color control? That is where you, in these variegated skeins, you take out the colors that you don't want and you make sure they start and stop. So sometimes these cakes that have bunches of, like a bunch of red, and then it changes to, let's say, a pink, and then it changes to a white. I specifically cut out the brown color that came right after this green and went right to blue. So I actually really wanted to cut out some of the green. I didn't realize it was that thick. But yeah, so it started with brown or blue, went to a light blue, then to this green, and then it started fading into this tan brown, this khaki color. Cut that, joined my color right to the blue, actually in this area, as you can see, because it's a little wonky over here. I had to weave in my end, and I have not mastered weaving in my ends for knitting. So you can kind of see where I changed, and it's icky. And then it went to blue. So this is now for sure the last pom-pom. Now, I did have a little chat with you all about my pom-poms last time, because apparently I had forgotten that very first year I did have the elastic pom-poms. And what I did is when it came to sewing, finishing off at the top, I just pulled this yarn, I knotted it, and I tied the pom-pom on. So all they had to do was untie and wash and then put them on. But a lot of people apparently struggled with that because I've seen quite a few kids over the years from that class walking around with their pom-poms washed and dried. It ruins them. So the next year was when I started doing the snappable pom-poms, which sewing those snaps on is a pain in the bum. So I'm back, I guess, to the elastics. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to sew a little button on the inside so the elastic ring goes on the little button. Now I need to get cracking on that. I have not done that at all. And that's like my big project for this weekend, is to sew the buttons on and pull the elastic pom-poms through. Sometimes this year, I think all of my hats are completely different. Last year, I did have 2 hats. Let's see if I can find, because I did another one like it. I'm stretching. Whoops, I just pulled my little shelf off my cart. Last year, I had a couple that were like this. This is that mandala ombre that changes. You can't really tell so much because I went dark blue to light blue. But last year I had 2 of them that were black ombre. And I put I think I put a black pom-pom on one and I think a red on the other. I think I have any this year that are black ombre. No, I don't. The reason I ended up keep making hats was because I decided I didn't want to use this one. This one was made on my knitting machine, and it obviously looks very different than the rest, although it's not that bad of a hat. This is probably the best hat I've made on my knitting machine, so maybe I still will use it. But I like them all to look pretty similar. So that video still has to come. I got to get these pom-poms sewed on, and then I got to make you your Holy Cats hat. Now, the last part of this video will be me showing you upstairs the Christmas decorating and the lights. I tweaked my back yesterday because I was getting a little fussy because I wanted Brandon to get the ornaments out of the closet. We have a closet right over here. I'll show you. See that? That closet, and Juanita's over there. Do you see her? There she is. That closet is what makes this be able to count as a bedroom. But there's nothing in it. It's just a cement hole. And it's actually not completely even covered. It leads into the basement area. There's storage all the way around here. Well, he's got his workshop. So anyway, this closet here is just stacks and stacks of bins. Christmas decorations, Easter decorations, fall decorations, and then just random storage. Because I don't think I have that many other decorations. And so I kept asking him to please, and he wanted to finish his game. So I got a little huffy puffy, and I got in there and I started moving stuff around, and I tweaked my back because I was probably in a bad mood and my body was tense, and those bins are heavy. And so then I stacked them all up down here, and then I made my kids stand in a conveyor belt because I just hate carrying bin up and down stairs. So I put Flinny at the top of the stairs, Maddie in the middle of the stairs, Jaren at the bottom of the stairs, and I would carry a bin to him and he'd pass it to Maddie, Maddie would Flynn, and we got like all those bins up there. And then I started decorating. Maddie and I did most of the tree while Jaren and Brandon did the lights outside. Flynn helped for a while, and then Maddie started the village part and stopped. I did the nativity, and then I did the stockings. So all of those clips will come after here. And then we are going to be leaving soon. I want to say in approximately 1 hour, 1.5 hours, because we need to go to Maddie's Christmas concert. Tonight is the middle school, high school band and choir concerts. So that should be delightful. Maddie does not have a solo this year, which is fine. In fact, I think there's nobody with a solo. So I can't sneak any footage in. Plus with singing and copyrights, people get fussy, you know, YouTube does. All right, so here come the decorations. Okay, so here's our Christmas tree. It's pretty big. Maddie will stand next to it so you can see in relation to a human.
I'm 5'9".
Yeah, Maddie's 5'9". There she is. And there's the the tree. Do you see how much taller it is than her head? It's pretty tall. Good job, Maddie. And then I just put my nativity up. This is my Jim Shore nativity. A lot of damage has gone through the years. The angel is missing one of her hands. I've had to re-glue the donkey ears. The shepherd's hook is coming out. Then I just put a little bit of village in each one of these boxes. A couple little Santas there. And then, excuse the storage, we have to go put that downstairs. And then there's our area where the stockings are hung. Those, if you remember last year, I had these stars on top of those big wooden shelves that were right up there, but we took them down. We put those two little shelves on the wall there, and then we have these little shelves there. Okay, so that is the extent of our Christmas decorations in the living room. I have my pom-pom wreath up there. Do you see that on the door? A little Packer sign. I have a couple things there as well. Okay, we also did some Christmas lights on the front of our house. You can see my wreath again. And then we put a set in there. It looks like berries, Brandon says. And then I'll show you what we have, one of those projectors on the side of our house. It's coming. See, there it is in the grass. You can't really see it now, but we have one of those on the side of our house. Okay, so that's the end of our Christmas tour of the decorations that we did all weekend. And now I'm gonna get ready to go to Maddie's Christmas concert. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.